Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Simtrax Broadcasting, as once again we bring you the National Oval Racing Association. We are we stay in Virginia as we now leave Richmond and we are headed to Martinsville where we see qualifying underway. Cody Height, we're taking a look in the 84 Chevrolet, back in the Sunny D car, probably one of my favorite paint schemes out here. Definitely can't miss him, as right now you're not going to be able to miss him as he'll be starting in 12th. He's looking to get his race underway and actually pretty well started here, especially where his new starting spot is going to be. Still a couple more drivers still have to get down and play some times, but we'll take a look as he gets parked there. Everett Couch still out there on the track. I think that Fox Hill machine, he is definitely putting down a few more extra laps because I think he just wants to make sure he's super confident here on this track. Definitely as these get around the turns, you guys will notice that there's no longer grass and there's now a curb on the inside edge. So a lot of these guys, if they end up bumping that curb, it'll end up spinning them out. 30 seconds left here in the time. Couch sitting 19th, and right now I'm showing Blair Patterson, Cody Smith, Blake Hoppy, Ryan Patty, Kevin Gunther, Scott Kerberg, Adam Kulikowski, and I believe Justin Bland. We'll see if he is driving out there tonight in the number 1 Chevrolet. Are not qualifying here tonight, so we'll take a quick look at how this race is going to unfold. 240 laps, stages of 48 and 108. Looks like a 60% fuel limit, 5 sets of tires down pit, and no fast repairs. Now, that temperature on the track being that 73 degrees is going to be really interesting out there, so we'll see how that goes. Patrick Morrison joining you here with my co-star and support alongside me. Stellar Stella and Christopher Heights will be our RC tonight. This should be an excellent race here, seeing how close these guys are going to be right off the bat, and I guarantee you these guys, we're going to see some cautions. There's absolutely no doubt about that. We're going to see a bunch of cautions here tonight, but the key is can they manage to keep the cautions to a minimum and get some green flag runs. I've seen super speedways be full of cautions that shouldn't be, and we've also seen short tracks like Bristol and Martinsville. These things will have 4 cautions, and that'll be it. And they'll continue the run here, and they'll be A-OK. So let's go ahead and get to our starting grid, and we'll bring Stella in here in just a moment right up front. Let's go ahead and get it going. Jacob Malone once again grabbing another pole here, so we now know, and Jay knows out there, the power of the Beaver Nuggets is kicking in, so the 69 Ford will be starting out front with 5 Chevrolets chasing him to start. Starting with Blade Timmons will be on the outside, Dalton Tucker third, and Josh Conover rounding out our 2 rows in the front. Tom Senchak will be sitting 5th next to Aaron Krolick, who is 6th. Moving on through, our first Toyota we finally find is Jake Christenberry. He'll be starting in 7th next to Brady Moats, another Chevrolet, and the Chevrolets start rolling through again with Vincent Arthur with the Wake Up Narcolepsy 24 Chevrolet. He'll be next to Kyle Rochelle. See if the 27 can do something here tonight. Right now, that is our top 10. Moving on through to Logan Monteith. Watched a little bit of his practice the other night. He's got to be careful. He is one of the offenders of clipping that curb. So the 99 Toyota going to be in a lot of trouble here tonight if he can keep that lane straight. Matthew George in the Powerade 5 Chevrolet. He'll be starting 12th. Cody Height is 13th. And we're moving on through. Not so bad as Cody Dorsey starts in the 14th position in the number 9. Keep an eye out for that 9. He's been on a roll here as of late. Jacob Gladelick, he has been in some trouble back and forth trying to keep this thing under control, but if he can just stay hooked up, he'll be fine. He'll be starting 15th next to Zach Hollinger, which will be 16th. Nick Geilis, 17th next to Thomas Walter. Everett Couch, 19th. We saw a couple of laps from him during qualifying as he took a few extras, definitely making sure those tires were scuffed for this run. And rounding out our top 20 will be Ryan Ferraro. Ferraro starting way back here in the pack, which is oddly usual for him. He actually sits back and lets the race come to him, and he tries to attack. But at a short track, I don't know if I would have taken that same approach here tonight. We'll see how that works out for Ferraro. Cameron Thompson will be starting in the number 2 and 21st. Dakota Moniz will be sitting in the 05. I believe the 05 looking a little bit different paint scheme here tonight. We'll see how it looks. Justin Bland will be 23rd. Cody Smith, 24th driver. Now, most of our guys who are unfortunately serving some penalties here. Ryan Patty sitting 25th. Kevin Gunther, 26th. Hoppy, Patterson, Kulikowski, and Kerberg. We've seen a lot of fast names out there, and they're going to be having a hard charge here toward the front. But yes, that is correct. 30 drivers even we've got here on this half a mile track. These guys are getting ready to kick it off here in just a moment. We'll be live here in just a bit. Right now, we're getting ready to see Blade Timmons and Jacob Malone kick it off here for the start of our race. 240 laps. Let's get it going. Green flag, and Malone is already sideways. Missed shift by the number 23 of Blade Timmons. Looks like he calms it down and gets it settled down. They're already slicing directly through the centers, Aaron Krolick, and I guarantee you the 26 of Tom Senchak never even saw him. So Krolick up 2 positions, not wasting any time. All Chevrolets from 2nd down to 8th. Christenberry moves up to 9th. He's trying to work his way up there in the FedEx machine. Definitely, I hope he's able to deliver better than my delivery guy. He leaves everything down at the mailbox about half a mile away. But Jacob Malone still leading this race here. Stu doing a great job. And Stella, I'm finally going to cue you in here. What you see so far other than the first caution?
Oh, you took my line. I was going to say first caution. Yeah, I was watching that start, and you were right. Right, there was definitely a misstep there, and Josh Conover said, "Yay, it's time to go," and pushed him from behind. That was an interesting beginning. But let's take a look at what's causing this first caution tonight.
Yeah, well, we're going to kind of poke back here. I'm showing a little trouble with Kulikowski and Ryan Ferraro here. I don't know if somebody broke loose. Oh, there it is. Ferraro's.
Yeah, he got some a definite fender horn from the rear there.
All right, well, you're talking about that chrome horn that even Douglas Ross brought up, and I see him out there in the chat. Douglas Ross, appreciate you joining us, man, here at the Oval Racing Association. Checking a look here at this, Stella, and I want to see what in the world happens, because the number 2 of Cameron Thompson, not only has he gotten involved in another incident here, but this is oddly interesting that the number 2 and Ryan Ferraro in the 13 are, once again, these two have been bumping and banging most of this year so far to start this season, and is not going too well. I don't know if there's going to be a little bit of a grudge out there, seeing that these two have once again made contact with each other, and now starting to bring some cautions out. Stella, I want to talk a little bit about incidents, and I don't know if we kind of took a peek or if we were able to relay. Maximum incident limit tonight is 24.
Yes.
That means 6 cars you can contact, and you're out of here.
6. And plus, what about walls? Do they count too?
Possibly, depending on how they scrape. If you lose control, that could be another 2. So, let's say Aaron Krolick gets into the back of Jacob Malone. That'd be 4 for the contact. And then if Krolick breaks loose, that's another 2, so there's 6. First penalty will be divvied out at the at incident 20.
Okay.
So.
Okay. But perhaps since we do have, I assume, well, you know what happens when you assume, race control tonight. Maybe he can pop in, let me know from the pits there whether. Somebody who blinks out is blinking out because they've disconnected or been disconnected. Hey, Jay. Thank you. Says he's sorry. He says yay. Hi.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
He also asks you which is your best flavor of Sunny D.
Oh, I don't know. I just stay with the original tangy one. That one's fine.
There you go.
I remember back when it used to be the Florida blend and the California blend. That was a difference between an orange cap and a blue cap. But they got rid of that. I'm not quite sure why the 2 biggest producers of oranges would trade with each other.
That's how the whole GDP works, man.
Sure. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. Vincent Arthur will be starting on the outside in 8th. This is only 1 position gained here so far. As we get back under green, you'll see how it jams up here in the front. A little smoke coming off the front line there, as it already looks like a quick kick out. Oh, as Krolick is in a bad spot. That's the black car you see way up front there, as he gets caught almost 3 wide here on the outside. Good amount of cautions, like I said, we're going to see here tonight. but the key is to keep it to a minimum here. Right now, Vincent Arthur doing an awesome job here so far. Moves up to 7th. Right now, he is challenging Tom Senchak on the inside. Senchak is holding tight, though, as the inside line will be the most preferred line. Definitely, they've got to keep an eye. And what you may see is guys spinning out on exit of the turn or heading down the straightaway. And Stella, any idea why? Whoa, Senchak, there it is. Looks like contact with the curb.
Yep.
Loops him around. No caution. There it is.
Yes, we do. Oh, man. On lap 10, caution number 2.
Yeah, I would probably say this actually accordioned its way on back. This actually didn't catch Senchak at all here.
Oh.
So Senchak actually is the one who spins out.
Yeah, he's loose going into the turn.
Right there, the 32.
Oh.
Blink.
Heavens.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It wasn't even him. Senchak was not in the caution. It was the breaking loose of the 32 of Everett Couts, and you can't blame him. You know, honestly, from what you see, you know how he kind of crept up on that whole situation, and it's not exactly the best angle there. Let me see if we can take a look and see what Everett Couts sees as he comes around the corner. Senchak's spinning. Ooh.
Oh. Yep. But did he have any help there from Cody?
Yeah, we'll take a look. Now we're inside Cody Height. Yeah, Cody he's got a car spinning here.
Yep. Can't do much with that. There we go.
Yeah, we'll take one more look at it here as I want to double check. You were asking if any help was had here. I'm wondering if Christenberry maybe gave him a little nudge here. Yeah, he just kind of came up right next to him, so. Most cars are A-okay out there. We'll see if who is able to return back to the race in a decent piece. Drivers who have pit so far during this race, Ryan Ferrara came in on number 4, Couts, Height, Conover. Conover in the 48 is actually coming down damage to the front end of his machine.
I was going to say, he doesn't look so healthy there in the front grille.
No, not at all, and neither is Ryan Patty. Patty working his way out, sitting in the, coming down on lap 12. Kulikowski should be getting his lap back. That puts everybody should be back onto the lead lap here. Boy, Stella, you get a bunch of drivers out here. You're super excited. You're like, hey, we got a full field here tonight.
Yeah.
Man, when we try to squeeze it into one of the smallest tracks, it looks like these guys are in a can of sardines.
Yeah, not laying there like dead fish either. But they, yeah, this is interesting. We gotta square it up here. Don't try to win a 240 lap race in the first 10.
But you do want to start gaining positions, and I understand why everybody's a little. Everybody wants to get up front pretty quick. You know, you kind of feel the urgency is you don't want to be hanging back so long. And then you're tumbling around here, let's say in the 20th position. We're looking at Blake Hoppy right now, 21st position. I mean, this is honestly this is a terrible position to be in.
Yeah, it's kind of in the right in the middle of the sandwich.
This is where he is. I mean, it's just you are right now. See, we're already having a stutter shift here.
Yep.
I mean, this is I don't know. From Blake Hoppy's position, this is a terrible place to be. If he were up another 10 to 15 positions, you have breathing room. You can think. You can start moving around. But we're already seeing another caution here, and it looks like I think that might have been Christenberry that went around that time.
Oof. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're damaged bad enough here. Let's take a look.
That was a toe. Don't know why. I mean, that's not too bad.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it here. I don't know if he was able to turn it around or if anything happened here. All right, Jake Christenberry, what happens? Oh, George!
That would do it.
Everything good? Everything? Oof.
Oh. Come on, don't. Good job. I'm sorry.
Was that Kulikowski? Who was that made that move? Maybe that was Scott Kerberg.
Yeah, I was just happy to see only one person kind of nicked him. And he had half the field behind him there. What? Very good.
Alrighty, so we're back looking at Jake Christenberry. Over a minute down in the pits. He's going to be down a few laps here. I don't know the extent of the damage here to Jake Christenberry. Hopefully he is able to return and get back out there. There goes Jay. He's trying to... Yeah, he's starting to pull some strings. Already saying he's FedEx delivered the wrong package there.
Never fails.
Yep. A little nervous to see that. Saying Aaron Kralik had a problem here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's having to let cars go by.
Looks like it.
Okay. I'll just double check in there. It looked like he was kind of marching on back. Drivers look like they're starting to double file yet again. Pit road should be closed this time by. Christenberry still in pit. Not taking it back to the garage. We'll keep an eye of Christenberry if that's it. Alrighty. Jay out there saying he's still having more beaver nuggets.
Oh.
We may call that iRacing fuel.
Okay. That'll make Malone happy.
All right. Malone, Timmons, Moats, and Tucker. Our guys sitting 1 through 4. Obviously, this is going to shuffle up once again.
Okay.
See how this gets going here. Moats will be on that outside line.
Nice jump from Malone.
Yeah, Malone having an awesome night here. Being able to get away just at in the nick of time.
Wow, Timmons got a little squirrely there. You can see it through Tucker's view, but everybody held together.
Mm-hmm. Good job here so far. Do see a problem back here.
Number 4.
Showing Kulikowski, Kerberg, Kralik, and Gunther involved in this one. Looks like Patty may have been able to avoid everything. Christenberry was actually able to get back out onto the track. So this should be his first waiver round. All right, let's see what causes this one. Ooh, 3 wide.
Root up the center there. Oh,
Whoa!
Man, nasty hit.
Gunther. Oh my gosh, did he take a lick?
Yeah, let's see that again. But we get bumped back. Yeah, we're gonna have several people down there for a while in this one. There's just too much going on. See there. Is Kralik number 1?
Yep.
Yeah, starts tapping in, and oh man, he thought he was gonna squeak through in between. That did not work.
I think what I'm looking at is that Herberg in the 14. It almost looks like he accelerates after the contact, right? Here.
Yeah, don't know.
I wonder if he was trying to turn and see if he could pull through the slide. How?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you see he holds it to the floor there.
He was flooring it, you betcha.
Yeah, but I didn't see the wheel turn. That was the only bummer. So. Alrighty, Stella. Hurry.
Yeah.
45, getting out there just in time. Ryan Patty, Adam Kulikowski, Kevin Gunther, and Jake Christenberry. All 4 Toyotas, 27th through 30th here. Only 3 remain. Logan Monteith, who's hanging out in 8th. Blair Patterson, who's fought his way up to 16th. And Blake Hoppe, who's hanging out in 19th. Not a single Toyota in the top 5. As Jacob Malone continues to lead this race. I know Blade Timmons would like to get some green flag laps down. That way he has a chance to see if he can pass him here. All right, now I'm wondering if Jacob Malone might consider clutching it here to see if he can save as much fuel and stay out there as long as possible. Apparently tires is not going to be that big of an issue.
Yeah, 5 sets should get them through pretty well.
Oh, man. Yeah, look how Jacob Malone gets close to him here.
Yeah, but he knows. He goes.
Yeah. As long as race control doesn't go back and check and see if he's going any slower. If he is starting to check up before, you cannot drop below pace speed before you take off.
Oh.
And that would be the only thing, is he's got to be careful of dropping too low. 19 of Brady Motes right now is looking awful.
Yep.
Senchak joins him. 91 Klink, he joins up. Oh, stop hitting him.
Jeez. Looked like a mirror there between the 19 and the 91.
I was just getting ready to say, the palindrome has found itself out there.
There you go. All right.
Well, Stella, we saw that one kind of unfold right there in front of us. I don't know if... yeah, I guess we can take another look at it.
Man, there's such quick moves being made that's in such dense population.
Yep. Well, if everybody were to kind of stay, side by side, 2 by 2, and hold it for 5 laps and then do something,
yes,
I think they may have a better opportunity. What you're seeing is that so many guys are just trying to jump on that loud pedal so quick that it's kind of a waste. They've got nowhere to go. You noticed how there was the spin coming out of the turn, so obviously we were heavy onto the gas. I mean, the only way you can avoid something like this, there's really one of 3 things. You can either mess around with the gearing in 4th gear, which you probably don't want to do, because you lose all your acceleration. You could lower the tire pressure in the rear to help get more grip. Or you could mess with the gearing in the rear end and not give yourself as much acceleration if you're pedal happy. But you got to be insanely careful.
Everybody's pedal happy. You always yell at them, come on, get on the loud pedal.
Yeah, well, when you start getting to short tracks and you get to the road courses, it requires a little more finesse. All right, Patty, Kulikowski, Motes, and Smith. Oddly enough, Cody Smith is down pit road. He's actually spent almost a minute down there. Yeah, he's been down pit road for at least a minute and a half now.
And his front end still looks a little messed up.
Yeah, he's definitely been playing bumper cars out there. Remember, we'll also be having a lot of guys out there bumping that incident limit, so it may start shaving off the back half of this field.
Mm-mm. That would be a heartbreaker for an evening.
Yep. Yeah, Douglas was out there saying this is even classic short track racing. This is what you're going to see. Just guys kind of getting bumped and pushed and banged around a little bit.
Dang.
The key is getting down there when you can to fix enough damage. So that if you were to make another bump, it doesn't put you in critical damage. You know, if they're able to pull the bumper out, get the fender off the tire, everything's a-okay. That way you don't go out there, bump, and then...
get a meatball.
Right. So you don't, destroy the radiator or take a tire down. So some of these guys are coming down, going ahead and, hey, we got a long race to go. Let's fix some of the damage I've already got. What you're sacrificing is putting yourself in the worst part of the field.
Yes. Yeah. But it does not take off their X points, correct? Fixing themselves.
Yeah.
Their damage points, it doesn't remove that.
No, it does not.
Okay. Incident points. There we
yes. Yep. So no issues here. Guileless is up 6. Right now I'm looking to see if Bland... Oh, somebody's in the wall.
Oh.
Yep, I think that is Bland in the number 1 Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet. Outside line. Good Lord. Well, everything he's gained is gone, and now Krolick's around.
I was like, it's okay. They didn't throw it. They didn't throw it. Yep, well. Oh, my. Yeah, Shoutcaster Sam out there has been... Oh. Saying the longest green flag run so far is 3 laps. Oh, man. Yeah. We've had races like this. Have a blast amongst yourselves. As Doug would say, classic short track racing.
Yeah. What I would also like to know is if Caster Sam out there, if you're a fellow iRacer, let me know if you come out here and put some laps down. Kind of tell me what you see going on out here.
Yeah.
And Jay, is he saying he's leaving work?
I believe so.
Good Lord.
We won't tell that you were watching YouTube while you're at work.
As late as it is, I think it's past quitting time. Now, looking to see how many takers there are to pit road. Bland will be coming down pit road. So will Ryan Patty, Adam Kulikowski, but they're already working their way out. It looks like Gunther, again, is trying to fix some more damage to that car. 35 seconds in the box here. Now, Christenberry, this may do him in for the race.
He's 3 laps down as we speak.
Right, and now everybody... now everybody is going to be a lap down who's in front of him, starting at Moats in 28th.
Right. So he loses his lucky dog position.
Right.
Even if we'd have to have 4 more cautions just for him to get back on the lead lap.
At least. Key is not to collect more cautions.
Yes.
Pace truck lights are still on. And we may kind of toy around with this one a little bit here, Stella, as if we start collecting a bunch of cautions here and we keep fighting through this, we'll start bring drivers up here and ask them how the...
how it's feeling to be...
well, how the caution laps are going. And what's the hardest part about taking off.
Yeah. Well, if we're going to ask the hardest part of taking off, ask Malone. He seems to be having a good night of it. It's everybody behind him that's having trouble getting going.
Yeah, check that out. Vincent Arthur up to 3rd. Not bad. All right. Pace truck should be heading on off. Let's see how this looks here. See how we're getting down to 39. He's got to be careful.
So now the irony here is we are looking at 6 laps and we can get there to our first stage caution.
So far, so good. 57 of Thomas Walter. Good squeeze in here.
Yay. Hold it. Hold it.
Remember, Coutts got in some trouble back there on lap 10. That's Coutts in the 32 up there.
Josh Conover got a little bent up on that one.
Yeah, 57 dive bombing it in here.
Whoa, wow, did he lock him up? Yeah, 15 seems to have a fast car tonight, but almost too fast for the flatness of this track.
Yeah, he's definitely heavy on the gas here.
You know, I knew he hit the brakes when I could read the words on the side of his Goodyear.
It looks like Senchak may have folded in his rear bumper here. I'll be darned. Look at this. We're getting going. Let's check out Monteith. Monteith misses. Ooh, bad spot here because this is where that curb is. A little nervous about the 99 going in so low before the turn. That can cause trouble, and even for the spotter, whether he's going to be there or not. Conover gets bumped out of line. Conover drops back now to 11th outside the top 10. Gladelick and Senchak going at it. Right now, I guarantee you, Senchak would like to get around the 15, seeing that they made contact about 3 laps earlier. Malone leaving every lap here of this stage. As they get through, looks like Rochelle still dealing with the blinking issue he's run into before.
And we made the stage break for our 7th caution, 6 unscheduled. But now, anybody who hasn't come down for gas or fuel or tires or repairs, during the previous 6, you figure they'll come down now? Or is there anybody that's actually going to stay out there?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there was a teaser of green flag laps the whole way.
Yeah.
Jacob Malone stays out.
Oh.
Vincent Arthur stays out. Cody Height's going to stay out. Height did pit on 11.
I was going to say,
Josh Conover pit on 11.
Okay.
Gladelick has not pit yet. He stays out. Looks like Senchak's going to stay out. He is yet to pit. Blair Pattison, Moniz, Ferraro came in on 4. Krolick came in on 17. He stays out. Matthew George yet to pit. He stays out. Cody Dorsey doesn't pit. Look at this.
Interesting.
All right, a couple of our guys squeezing out here just in time.
Moats hauling butt.
Yeah, Patty should be getting the wave around here. But Patty coming down pit. Whoa.
Alrighty.
Hoppy, Smith, Kulikowski, and Bland, they're still in pit. Working to fight their way out. Scott Kerberg comes down pit. Boy, that definitely dices it up a little bit here. 2, 4, 6, 8 drivers have yet to pit during this race.
Yeah, Malone is making me curious. I'd like to know what his strategy is.
I think he's thinking fresh tires for everybody, and we're going to be right back under caution.
Okay.
He may not even be halfway on fuel, and he's just going to kind of put it through.
Well, we'd have to get to 108, but I guess he's looking at just pick a caution, and he can come in and get fuel or tires. It's not like he's going to have a stretch between 50 and 108. But I'll tell you, that 108 to 240, that's going to be a kicker.
Mm-hmm. Yep, because one bad pit call, and he's right back at it. Alright, looks like inside line choice here for Malone.
I do wonder what they are using this evening as a pointer. But whatever it is, they're doing well.
Well, remember we were talking about before about a sea of cars.
Ooh. Man. Yeah, but I'll tell you, the Conover in height, being in third and fourth now, is quite an improvement from where Conover was below the 10th position. But here we go. We're looking at those new tires. Let's see how they hold out.
Well, as we are back under green, they do go ahead and start single filing a little bit. Malone, Arthur, and Conover in height. Still side by side back here with Senchak and Gladalik. Right now, that is the battle for fifth. Looks like Senchak has it. 15 still making a bid for that spot. No can do. That's going to settle that down. Now we're going to be all the way back to Blair Patterson, who sits seventh. And now the battle's all behind him. Ryan Ferraro on back. Moniz to the outside. Oh, little lock up there.
Lock, yeah.
Yeah, Blair Patterson trying to shave off a little extra of those tires. They are the originals he started this race with, but he's gained 21 positions off the call. Ferraro. He shouldn't.
Oh, he had him straightened back up.
Hold on. This is going to be bad.
Yep, we've got pieces and parts. There went a toe. Oh, my goodness. Or I will assume it was a toe.
Yeah, that looked like it.
I figure if he's in the pits, it's a toe. Otherwise...
That caused a lot. It looked like Ferraro had it here.
Yeah, he got
right
two
there,
back forward, and then he dove in again. Oh, look at them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
You see the 20?
I'm very happy that the rest of them stopped. I am. Good self-control. Oh. What happened to him way up here?
Yeah, also looked like somebody's backing down the track dead center.
Hmm.
A little confused as to why he breaks loose a second time. Right here. He's straight, and then...
Mm-hmm. Oh. That hurt.
From the top of Cameron Thompson's car here.
Okay. It's not good when you see pieces and parts flying, that's for sure. Whoa.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's really anywhere safe during this whole ordeal.
No.
Set aboard Kevin Gunther's car. All right, Thomas Walter, he's going to be working his way down pit.
Wow.
Yep, from bumper missing on him.
Yeah.
Not his... Go ahead.
The whole front end, yeah. I was looking at. Heavens.
That is not his only incident. He just recovered from the lap 22 fiasco and gets caught up in the lap 56.
Wow. I do not understand.
Yep. Now still at one caution out of the 8 has been scheduled here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Green flag this time by. Right, here we go. New Heights is going to be Cody Height, who's sitting now in 4th. Chasing these guys down. Let's see how Conover does. Conover battling for 2nd. Vincent Arthur out of the outside line. Already, once again, somebody in the back had a bad turn and is going to have to figure out how to squish back in. Somebody's nice enough to let him in. Everything A-OK. Looking like the battle here for 2nd is still going to continue on. Conover doing a lot better than he was doing in the earlier parts of the race.
I think maybe that aerodynamic front spoiler there is working out for him.
Yep. He's ready to rotate up. The key is he's got to rotate up and not cut off Vincent Arthur. Now he's in it way too early. Got to clear Vincent Arthur here. Arthur going to want to sling on by. He's got him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he may have come in early, but that worked out well because he's got a good car length now versus a hair width.
Yeah, 32 at Couts, not bad. I think Rochelle's around.
Yep.
Kyle Rochelle's front bumper's holding on by only a few zip ties here. Started 10th in this race, now 25th. Rochelle, Kulikowski, and Kerberg caught in this one. Let's take a look. Ooh, caught by the 15.
Oh, okay. Honestly, that's not as bad as we've seen. He was just had several love taps.
Did you see Kralik on that one?
What, saying, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me?
Just this is happening from the whole time. Just... Oh! Alrighty. Still only a handful of drivers have yet to pit here so far. Jacob Malone, Vincent Arthur. I believe we're also looking at Tom Senchak is yet to pit, and Blair Patterson is yet to pit.
4 in the top 10.
Yep. And Matthew George, all the way down here in 17th, is yet to pit.
All right. Then again, I haven't heard you call out his name, so maybe he's keeping it clean out there.
Yeah, he's kind of getting bumped around a little bit. So far, so good. Just remember, even bumping into the car next to you, that is another 2 incident points.
Not even... Okay, so just... If he bumped you or you bumped him, doesn't matter. You get 2x.
Correct. Whether it's your fault or not.
Does the other guy get 2x too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow.
iRacing cannot determine at that time or the angles or any of that when the contact is made who to point the fingers at.
Gotcha.
So it's the fault of both of them. That was my biggest beef when I first started. Is I didn't do it. I'm against the wall. How when this guy, how when this guy taps me or hits me from behind. So
yeah, that's rude. I guess though, if they give the points to both people, it would discourage regular offenders. Get it? Offenders?
Yeah, you would think. I know there have been a lot of kind of hands thrown up for iRacing, a ton of kind of crack down on people who can achieve an A license out there or a higher I rating. If you watch some YouTube guys out there, some of them don't quite take iRacing seriously.
Like it's a video game.
Yeah, and then go out there, get an A license, and purposely start wrecking the field.
Oh, lovely.
You know, kind
I
of.
think actually I've seen a guy on YouTube who puts his videos up of going out there and wrecking people.
Yep.
That's rude.
Mm-hmm.
Crude, rude, and socially unattractive. So, talk to me about Cody here.
I don't know. That's kind of what I'm watching here, is to see why Cody Height is going all the way to the back of the field. I'm not showing any difference here. Cody Height is on the lead lap.
Hmm.
I was having to move all the way to the back. It looks like he's also all the way to the back of the longest line. See it?
Yeah. That.
All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Right now, Arthur and Conover were battling before the last caution, and finally settled it. And Arthur loses control. That's going to let Conover back in front. Couch is going to try to jump on the same train. Inside line. Moving side by side. Vincent Arthur's got the angle here. 32 might want to move up just a hair here. And he does make contact with Vincent Arthur. Arthur collects it. Ooh, man. And I guarantee you, Spidey senses tell me we got something happening back here.
Yeah. When I see the tower go crazy like a ticker at a stock market, I know something's wrong.
All right, let's see if we can kind of figure out what happened on this one.
Oh, yep. 26 just plain old got loose. My heavens. Yeah, but that's not the end of it. There were people backwards and sideways and... Okay. He chose the cement brake pedal. Turn into the wall.
Yeah, that's definitely how it seems there. All right, so what do I not know about Martinsville here, Stella?
They put glass in the field. Well, let's see. It was founded in 1947. It's the only track that has hosted a NASCAR Cup Series race every single year since NASCAR's inception in 1949. Not bad, huh? Do you think you can name some of the ones that were the other tracks that started out on that first year? Swing for the fence.
Daytona?
Negative. Unless you were talking about the beach.
Yeah, the dirt track, yeah.
Beach and road course. All right, Daytona. How about a Charlotte Speedway that is not the Charlotte now?
Yeah, it should have been the little short quarter-mile track.
Charlotte, North Carolina, not in Concord, where the current one is. And if you get, okay, I will say you will get one more, and the other ones you've never heard of in your life.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of old tracks like Rockingham or North Wilkesboro.
North Wilkesboro, exactly. So those are the only three that have actually been replaced or been repaired from the originals. How about Hamburg Speedway, Heidelberg Speedway, Langhorne Speedway, and Okanichi Speedway? That was the rest of the circuit in that first year. Pretty wild.
Wow.
So, yeah. All those ran 1949. So, pretty cool. But again, this was another one of those dirt tracks, and wasn't paved until 1955. So, which kind of cool. Now, yep, last charter track is what they called it.
Huh. Cool. All right. Quick little update here. Zach Hollinger, Ryan Ferraro, garage.
Oh.
So we have lost our first 2 drivers. That leaves us with 28. Still available on the track. I don't see Cody Dorsey doing any movement here at all. 12 and a half minutes in the box. So we may be looking at a third here, as right now Conover gets a good pass. Once again, we keep watching the same battle here for second and third.
Yeah, but it's a good racing battle.
Yeah,
Not
right
an
now
avoidance.
Blade Timmons had a terrible turn.
Oh, no. Not as bad as that one.
Yuck. What?
Oh.
Why?
Nice. Yeah, but that terrible turn didn't warrant all this mess. I mean, now he's missing a bumper and everything else. We had a full turnaround back there by Bland.
So, Crawlett gets loose here. You can see the rear tires locked up. That caused this problem here.
Ah, my apologies.
We're all right. 91 gets down in a patty. Bam.
I thought that was the 1, not the 7. Sorry, Mr. Bland.
How? Yeah, Cameron Thompson. I guarantee you this may.
That's a right.
This may end his race here because that has a lot of damage. Right when he comes to his turn, Matt trying to fire the gap here with George.
Oh. Yeah, he was doing well there. Oh, 91's in pieces over there on the wall.
Yeah, it should be Blair. Yep, Blair Patterson. Still sitting down in pit. Yeah, you see the number 20 starting to finally get fixed up here.
Yeah, but then he does a checkup. Ah, very good. And then he's like, "Yep, I'm just gonna stop." Yeah, sometimes, guys, that's the best thing, as long as the guy behind you is paying attention too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see Blade Timmons kind of survives all of this.
He does.
Right here.
Yep, just kind of spins around, but drives out of it. I think he is missing a bumper, however.
Yes.
Okay.
So remember what we were talking earlier about Malone not pitting.
Yes.
Malone, Vincent Arthur, and Matthew George, still the only ones yet to pit.
Wow.
They've gone 87 laps.
Yeah, but what do they do here? Three laps for a caution?
Yep.
So that's 33 laps out of 87 under caution. So, all right, here we go. Thought Arthur had a shot on that one, but Conover on the inside just took over.
Not looking too bad here. Caution did happen back on lap 82. We are back under green starting lap 88. Depending on the wreck, we range somewhere between almost 5 laps.
And here will be another one. At 90. Oh.
Yeah, and you kind of see what Jacob Malone's doing here. He doesn't quite know what to do.
He is going... Oh, okay.
26 to Tom Senchak.
Yeah. But Timmons looked like he was just going to push him out of the way if he didn't move. Oh. Curse of the curb. Oh, he's stuck.
Yeah, he's stuck.
He's stuck up on the curb. That's why he backed up and gave him a nudge.
Bummer.
Yeah, and I guess it wasn't happening, so that's why he had to blink out. Take a tow. Excuse me.
Look at Timmons shoot this thing.
Yeah, but does he hit first, or does he hit the curb first?
It looks like he hits the curb first. I'm trying to see if I can find a good angle of his inbound here.
Okay. Whoop. Oh, I like that one. He's making contact right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the curb.
I'm just trying to figure out how in the world this what does this have to do with Gladelick back here?
I have... Oh, stop. Oh. I have no idea.
Let me try to take another look at it.
Nada. And he is still driving. Those wheels are still pushing forward. I'm gonna go into pits. That wasn't exactly a pit entrance, though, was it? I've never seen anybody have to hop a curb to go in the pits.
Yeah, that's definitely pit entrance. It's just odd way of entering. Blade Timmons is taking it to the garage. And we continue our roll here. Cameron Thompson, garage. Aaron Krolick, garage.
Krolick. Yeah.
Yep. Gladelick is still down pit, so is Ryan Patty. 6 minutes for him. Cody Dorsey's come alive after 14 minutes in the box. Now he's just got to complete some laps and he'll have a chance.
Yeah, he'll end up beating out these guys at DNF.
Oh, Malone with a horrible turn. Losing the lead is Jacob Malone here. That was horrible. We'll take a look and see what bumps him out of the way at our next caution and see what happens here. Oh, another one.
Oh.
Patterson into the wall. Patterson is a bunch of laps down, though. Sitting 22nd.
And he was already missing a front end, so that might have had something to do with that turn.
Yeah. He's definitely pile driving through here. Look at this. Caution.
Here we go.
Huh. Looking to see who, got around him here. Oh!
He just got squirrely. Might be time to take it into the pits and get some tires.
What caused his car to just straighten out? I wonder if he was slipping. If he was sliding and this is an overcorrect here. See the wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, he may have been slipping a little bit. Oh, yeah.
He also downshifted to second at the beginning of that turn. Do you think that was too much? And it caused him to slip?
Yeah, he double tapped.
Oh.
He's only going 3-4.
Yes, and he hit second coming into that.
When he hit second, it straightened him out.
Yep.
Dude. Alrighty.
Nope, that wasn't a malfunction.
Alright, well, let's see what caused the caution. I believe Guileless is actually showing our fender here.
No. And Cody Heights got
Cody Heights' perfect streak.
Jeez. My goodness. Wow. Where's he going now?
Boy, he's getting bumped around there with the 27. See that 20 nose diving? No!
Yep, he tried.
Yeah, and that should be him getting back up to his original spot there. Down pit road is going to be Guileless. So we catch him working his way out. Taking a look back, lap 95 is as far as Everett Couch made it. Couch is now taking it back to the garage. I know, I give it to Jacob Malone for still not pitting here. He is just trying to make the lap 108.
I guess.
Back under green. See how this goes. 69 machine to Malone. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Conover trying to hold on to see if he can get a stage win here, and we'll definitely put our spotlight on him since we missed last time when he won a stage.
Yes. We learned from our mistakes.
Yeah, some of these guys aren't, though. Check out Matthew George down on the bottom. Cody Height to the outside. Boy, that's close right there with the 84. 84 Chevrolet holding on the outside here. Blake Hoppy, he's up 16 positions. Sitting in 11th in the 11th and the 11 car. Not bad here as he battles alongside Thomas Walter. Probably going to go green all the way to the end of this one.
Three Codys. That's my problem. I can't keep all the Codys coordinated.
No, between Dorsey, Smith, and Height?
Yes.
Yep.
I called the Home Depot car the wrong Cody. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's our stage. That would be our stage caution. 108.
All right, let's see if we can do this right. All right, our stage winner here of stage 2.
As our stage winner.
Wow.
Yeah, he's still got some dings on that front end.
Does he sacrifice time in pit road and fix this damage?
I don't know. It's not really seeming to bother his driving unless he's fighting it and just making it look good.
No way.
What?
Matthew George is still not pitting. He's the only one not to pit yet.
Does he have, like, the unlimited fuel factor?
I don't think so. With drivers like Justin Bland, who are sitting right behind him, who has pit 8 times here tonight. Kevin Gunther been down pit road 11. Matthew George has pit 0.
Wow. Last chance, my friend. Oh, go, Malone.
Well, that's only right sides.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, dear. All right. But if he drives it the same way he did for the first 108, he should be pretty good.
Stella, was he fast or was it just takeoffs?
Good question. You have the data. You have the power. You have the technology. Give it to us.
Yeah, in a sense. I mean, most of it. I mean, his best time was an 1896 out there on the track. Right now, I'm not showing anybody out here even getting into the 18s.
Okay, so he was fast. Wasn't just the start. You answered your question.
Yeah, but he was also never battling traffic.
True. Picky, picky, picky.
Alrighty, Stella. Barney's got the flag up in the air. Douglas Ross out there in the chat is asking, what did he miss?
Where have you been?
12 cautions.
Oh. Yeah.
Matthew George is still on the track.
Okay. He's
How?
taking a lead lap. He's getting points for a lead lap.
But this is...
Maybe? Yeah. I don't know, man.
Trying to double back and check here and see if maybe I've got something wrong here.
How can that be?
I'm not sure. I'm showing him as a 0, but I'm showing he entered pit lane on the 20th lap. But I don't...
You think he just went through?
Yeah, it almost looks like a drive-through. All right, why not? Matthew George and Justin Bland, let's get it going. 2 owners up in the top 5, Bland and Guileless out there. Ooh, man, let's see how these fresh tires hold. Vincent Arthur's going to try it. 3 wide, good catch here by the 93. Kristen Berry, doing really awesome.
Nope.
I think Guileless is around.
Oh, my.
All right, this is back on lap 20 here. I've got to know, does he pit?
Oh, it looked like he went to and was going too fast to make the turn? Or was it
No, that's
closed?
entrance there.
Heavens. No clue. I do not know. Why does it look like somebody told him to pull over? Do wish we could contact race control.
Yes, but you can't.
No.
Let's take a look. Oh, the 55 locks it up. 3. Loose. Oof.
Oh, yeah.
And the
Oh,
55 is like,
yeah.
bro,
And look
I
who's
just
coming.
avoided this.
Home Depot.
Moats, height. Jacob Malone, yeah.
Wow.
Malone flossing through that one. Awesome. Again.
Oh, zip, zip, zip.
Yes.
Nice. Nicely done. I don't know how, but nicely done.
Still down pit road is the number 3. Nick Gillis.
That's his second time that he's kind of got a little pit lane time.
Yeah, a little extra work there.
Yeah.
Yep, Jacob Gladly just passes him now. Gladly is 2 laps down. Top 18 driver still on the lead lap. Matthew George getting ready to do the unthinkable here.
And what would that be? Start first?
I don't know. He's going to be... No, he's actually been passed by Bland and Arthur. Let's try
Was
to
that
see
due
here.
to juice cone?
Yep.
Can't be.
Here comes Conover. Everybody kind of doing that lunging right before the start. It definitely does cause an accordion there in the back. As you can see, Malone's got plenty of room behind him.
It does.
Malone's going to be fighting to get his way up there. Wow, does he want Monteith to go? Monteith has been a little slow on his restarts, and he's going to let him know about it. 69.
Yep.
Yeah, 69 machine trying to move the 99 out of the way. As we keep this one going, Stella, we should be breaking right past the halfway point of this race.
Right now.
Coming up to the line. Yes, there it is. So Malone slicing to the inside. Looks like Thomas Walter.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Locked him up, though.
Yeah, right now he's not happy about being as far back as he is, especially outside of the top 5. Malone battling for 7th here to the inside. Good move, done. All right, continuing on through. Let's check up on Conover here. Conover looks like he's got that battle actually happening behind him between Brady Moats and Dalton Tucker. That settles out. Tucker gets the best of Moats. Conover might just want a little more here from Justin Bland. Moving on back to Kulikowski. Kulikowski's been in a boatload of trouble here tonight. 12th is where he's sitting. Remember I was talking about all those Toyotas and kind of where they were hanging out there. Now 9th through 12th. All Chevrolets occupy the top 5. Right now, Jacob Malone's Ford is about to break in as he passes Matthew George, who's starting to wish he probably got some tires here.
Yes.
Caution.
Oh.
Adam Kulikowski.
Yeah, we're going to put Malone in for an embroidery trophy. Jay out there said he thread the needle.
I was getting concerned. I weren't sure where you were going with that.
Thank you. I try.
Let's see. 45. Oop. Looks like it comes down Rochelle there. Rochelle, oop, gets rear-ended.
Oh.
Should be Senchak back there.
I
Oh.
wonder how many of these guys have kids, and they keep waking up the kids, because you know darn well they're screaming. No. You know Mama's going to come down and say, if you can't play quietly, you're not going to play at all. Well, take a look at that. Let's see how he does with some new tires and some fuel.
Yep, about time. Matthew George could definitely use it. 4 tires and fuel. He'll probably be able to make it the rest of the way if the race continues to go the way we've been seeing here.
Boo hiss. That's not. All right. So, 14.
Well, Stella, since you say this was originally one of the first charter tracks here, where as we're taking kind of a scenic look around the track, how many seats does this track actually hold?
Right now I think they're down to about 44,000.
Get
They
out of
started
here.
out. They started out with 750 seats. That was supposed to be more because they had 6,000 people. Uh-oh. We need a refresh.
We're okay. We're good.
Okay. They had 6,000 people show up on the first day for the first race. But they've been increasing it ever since until about 2019, I think. And that's when a lot of the tracks went ahead and pulled back on a lot of their seating. Some of them pulled back and made them wider. Because the NASCAR crowd was spreading out.
Growing.
Okay, growing. Not in number, just in girth. And then some of them just went ahead and took them down. What they haven't cut back on is suites and skyboxes and fancy stuff like that.
I thought we were still talking about the fan base growing. When you were talking about suites. All right, let's get ready to get this back underway. As Justin Bland, Vincent Arthur, Josh Conover, Brady Mose making up our front 2 rows here. Looks like the 24 gets a little hint from Josh Conover right behind him to give a quick jump, and let's go. Out in front they go.
Did.
Arthur, Conover, and Bland now 1, 2, and 3. Looks like Dalton Tucker's going to slide into the top 3 for the first time here tonight, but not so fast. As you see, Jacob Malone, he's hanging out here. He's been there the entire time, as he wishes he had been. Is back into the top 5 here. Taking a look toward the inside. Good pivot here by Malone. Malone looking to hopefully keep a green flag out. That way he can slice his way up toward the front. And once again, Bland caught to his own devices here as he stays to the outside, and Malone gets a hold of it here and now moves up to 4th.
Oh.
Yeah, Malone wants to continue on going here as he was battling on the inside. Dalton Tucker there. Last turn, and we have now collected our another caution here, as I believe
Number
Kevin Gunther
55.
has gone around.
Yes, that would be him.
Uh-oh.
Is he stuck on the curb too?
I'm thinking so. Gets in the back
Boink.
of Christenberry. Ready?
Oh. That is exactly
Hooks him.
what happened.
He's bottomed out.
Yep. Oh gosh. You drive so well, and the track bites you.
Yeah. I'm also wondering if they would consider extending the caution to let him get back out there rather than him trying to enter the field on green.
Ugh.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure the Ninja Turtles are out there kind of working on him right now.
Oh, he does have Ninja Turtle pit crew. Okay. I'm a fan. Oh, yes. I love it. Now you, however, I believe, if I remember right, are the authority on who's who.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not.
I thought at one time I heard you recite that whole crew.
Oh, I know the names, I don't know the colors.
Ah.
Alright. Let's see. Gunther is able to make it back out of pit here.
I got another little fact. How about this is the first track to install an all LED lighting package. A $5 million upgrade. When they decided to put in lights because they kept getting so many cautions and whatnot that they were extended into the evening. So instead of changing the track at all, they just installed lights.
Stella, you ask and you shall receive.
Okay.
There you go.
The Donnie and the Raphael. Okay. Donatello.
Yeah.
That must be okay. Leonardo.
Yep.
Must be Leon. Leon. Okay. Who's Mikey? Michelangelo. Yes. Okay. Okay. Very good. Now, did you Google it for brains? Or did you know it? All right, here we go. Wow, what a jump.
Yep, great move there. Malone's still waiting to attack. Waiting to see if Malone's going to get back to the front. Not showing any favoritism here to the 69 Ford. But right now he's kind of battling from a really bad misshift that caused him to lose at least 4 positions and not pitting. So he's had a few different deals going on here. And that is Jacob Malone that we're talking about, who finally breaks into the 3rd position, getting around Dalton Tucker. So far, so good. Right now, Jacob Malone is fast, almost the fastest one out there on the track. Vincent Arthur having no problems as he's laying down a 19:39 his last lap. Malone with a 19:48. Moving on through, it looks like Vincent Arthur hits a 19:04. Malone to a 19:17. So still fast as the 3 guys up front, as everybody else is running much slower as they keep the chase. Vincent Arthur happy he's finally broken out front, but man, oh man, that he'd been battling all race right next to Jacob Malone, and it looks like, all right, next caution's out, they'll line him up, and Jacob Malone, with his awesome takeoffs he's been doing all night, he may be able to get a nice little jump on Vincent Arthur if Josh Conover doesn't line up behind him again. All right, looks like the new paint job of Dakota Moniz is going to be dealing with some damage here. Let's take a look at the yellow flag of Dakota Moniz. Right. Oh. Right. The worst part is it's right around the Rochelle area again.
Well, 27, didn't he give him a little nudge? Or
yeah.
I don't know who made who contact.
Yeah, the 27 of Kyle Rochelle is the one who made contact there. There was a female turtle?
Kelly, I wasn't going to interrupt you with the
okay,
I
sorry.
never knew that. I saw it too, and Never knew. But you got to trust the bed sheets.
I guess so.
That's what Chase says.
All right, Moniz stays out. Kristen Berry, Rochelle Monteith, and looks like Blake Hoppy.
All right. Coming in for either just a top off or they're all coming in for repairs.
I would wonder if they would come down for tires and fuel. Now they're guaranteed to make it to the end. Even if it does go solid green. Most of the time you can make about 70, 80 laps on fuel.
That'd be pretty tight. I mean, we still need 100.
Yeah, but you know the
96.
cautions can't. And now we're at 18.
Yes, they could. Okay, sorry. You catch me at my worst.
Well, Stella, you have joined us for, and even out there in the chat. The only thing that could really make this a eye gouger is if we didn't count caution laps.
Yes, I have seen those. I don't ever want to see those again.
Oh, yeah. Well, if Douglas Ross is tuned in, I'm sure he can give us a little insight on what it's like to run 100 caution laps not being counted.
Oh, yeah. No. No.
Well, but this is also the same guy who's won a race that there are no cautions when there are wrecks.
Oh, yes, I remember that league too.
Unbelievable.
Yes. That was bumper cars with 500 horsepower.
Yep. So this race kind of boiling down a bunch of yellow flags here. Hopefully we'll be able to continue this under green for some time.
Yeah, we are up to 17. I think we've figured it out now. The circle goes this way. We turn left, but not too far left.
Well, Stella, remember I was saying Jacob Malone being able to get the jump here. This would actually be a really, really good plan for him if he is able to make this jump. Check out this chase copter cam here.
But he would have to make that jump and cut down so that Arthur doesn't squirt out from in front of him. Yes?
Well, we'll see if Conover decides to give another shove here to Vincent Arthur.
Well,
there.
yes, he does. Woo!
That's right. Malone is all over him, though. No can do.
Wow.
Still side by side. So I think if Malone can get a solid couple of green flag laps here, Conover might be in some trouble. Outside line here from Malone. Check out the throttle control as he does not slip getting around these turns. Stella, this is the battle for second. Two rookies side by side. Josh Conover and Jacob Malone. Going at it here. Malone scored on the pole once to get back to the position. He's got just under 100 laps to get it done here. How many will be under green will be the question.
Yeah, but he's got the dude of defense in front of him right now. He's not going to let him by without a good fight.
Right. Out there, Sam Shoutcaster. Sam is asking if we know the record of the most cautions in this series. Not this series, no.
No.
Yeah, I do not have a that kind of data pid out here for that many cautions. I know most cautions I've ever personally done, but not for this league.
And not at this racetrack.
No, not at this racetrack. They actually did less on this racetrack.
Yeah. Curiosity. Are we seeing that racetrack again this season?
Martinsville?
No. New Hampshire.
We should be.
Oh. Okay. I may have the blue thing.
No can do.
Too much rubber dust.
Yeah, New Hampshire will actually be down on June 25th. Be ready for 161 laps there.
Alrighty. I'd rather talk about the 160 laps we're going to have at Texas next week.
The love-hate relationship most of the drivers have with that track?
Yes, it's very interesting to see how they split on that. Ooh, I'd like to see that little correction of Mr. Malone.
Yeah, Malone would like to, seeing that they now have some green flag laps under the belt right now, I guarantee he's got to start thinking longevity here. He had the hot lap here for the race, and he's going to have to see if he can reel it down. Finally, we got other guys here in the 18s. Vincent Arthur with an 1899, Conover with an 1898, and Malone with an 1896.
Okay.
Malone's still running faster than the two guys in front of him. Caution.
And we have a caution.
Well, looks like Ryan Patty is the one around here. Actually, it said Kyle Rochelle had a problem back here a little bit earlier. Whoop.
Well, that's an understatement.
That's what caused Patty to get loose.
Okay.
Well, he won't call it an understatement. It looks like he hits the bumper on the way by.
Are they really having that effect now?
I don't believe so. It just
Oh, okay.
coincidence here.
Maybe a distraction. It did look good, though. Well, at least we were not plagued with the possibility of rain this evening. There was a 50% chance of rain. That would have changed things up a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the rain was going to be coming in earlier or later here.
No, it said right at the start of the race there was a possibility.
Track's still keeping its temperature out there at a wonderful 77 degrees. I'll just see if anybody's going to come down and make some adjustments.
I would say don't fix what isn't broken, but I think by now there's not a car out here without something broken. So.
Yeah, Josh Conover actually came down. At 156 here.
Ooh, he is definitely trying to get to the end now. That'll be his last.
Yeah, looking to see where our guy is.
Who is our guy?
Now, our pole sitter. I'm trying to figure out where he ended up going, because Jacob Malone now sits 9th.
Yeesh.
Pitting on lap 156. And I think Conover said, hey, that's a good idea, and he came down as well. But he spent 35 seconds in the box trying to fix some of that damage to the front nose of that car.
Okay, it doesn't have the V and the splitter anymore. But is it worth it to him? Where is he?
15th right now. We still have Chusco.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Well, we continue on through, looking to see if anybody else, any more takers here. On our pit road visit. Looks like Vincent Arthur, Thomas Walter, Brady Moats, and Cody Height. Vincent Arthur last pit on 109.
I was just going to ask you, where has he come back out?
Who?
How did he... Arthur, you said Arthur just pit?
Nope, Arthur stayed out. So
okay.
Last pit on 109.
Okay.
So Brady Moats been in some trouble, good part of this rate as well. Brady Moats has some trouble on 29, 90, and 115 of this race. So definitely spread out, so he's able to fix most of the damage before he gets collected in some more.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we have something going between second and third here, well, never mind. We are under caution.
That's why I wasn't even calling it there.
Yeah, sorry. Oh. eyeballing Mr. Moniz. Is that where our...
Yep. Yep, I think that may be our offender here. I see Les back and Moniz here. Let's figure out what's going on. Oh.
Oh, yep.
Looped it.
Okay. Oh no, don't go over the curb.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Monteith down pit. Gladelick down pit. Kyle Rochelle 5 minutes in the box. Ryan Patty rejoining back down pit for the 16th time tonight. Kevin Gunther only one behind that. He's joined it 15 times. Blair Patterson and Cody Smith. Garage. 91 Toyota and the 20 Chevrolet. That was the Home Depot car. It was trying to miss just about everything he could.
Yes.
He was out of here on 119. Blair Patterson made it as far as 122.
That is rough.
Yeah, I think we're just about ready to see if we can just go ahead and lock this in here for our top 20. Now Cody Dorsey's dangling right there on the outside. Both him and Ryan Patty here. So Dorsey might actually swap spots here. But Patty working his way out of pit now.
You do know I love it when you do that.
Yes. Well, Stella, we head to Texas Motor Speedway next. And then after that, everybody's favorite race. So Texas Motor Speedway is where we end up. And that will be definitely the one after the turn 1 and 2 update. And then after that, we head to the Super Speedway of Talladega. And I can guarantee you 3 wide racing there.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of teamwork, a lot of pushing. And I've got to admit, Stella, I kind of hype this up as, short track tempers and, people kind of cussing each other under their breath sometimes. But super speedways do the same thing.
Really?
You could be an 18th, slide in the top 5 after, 2 or 3 laps. But, kind of how many people had to get screwed for you to get there? So... That's you'll definitely see that happen here.
Yeah, I guess it's very frustrating. I can remember watching even Jeff Gordon. He'd do one thing wrong in second place, and he wouldn't get back in the line till 17th.
Dive bomb there from Thomas Walter to the inside of Brady Moats. Moats gets booted here outside. Dalton Tucker wedges in now. Not bad. Dalton Tucker staying out of trouble most of this race. And take a look who's coming alive again. Justin Bland is sitting 5th. Right now, the 69 machine here. One to slice through. He does. There's the move. Definitely expect to see that happen. He'll be followed behind the number 1. Moats gets down to the bottom, though.
Wow. Cody Height was getting a little rough there on the outside.
Ooh.
Don't know if he was up in the marbles or what, but
yeah. Oof. Jacob Malone right now is locking up that left front tire. Got to be careful. I will say Jacob Malone being one of the fastest guys out here doesn't seem so. Boy, as it gets nudged there by Cody Height. Height now falls back. Conover gets a hold of him, and now Conover will be following Malone. Malone doesn't seem quite as fast under green. Kind of those short bursts. It didn't look like anything was ever going to touch him. He's able to slice through, but stalls out right about that 3rd spot. So I'm wondering if he's going to be able to continue the roll here as Vincent Arthur's really driven away from our pole sitter by about 2.5 seconds.
Okay. I was going to say, I'm looking at, okay, from our pole sitter, 2.5 seconds. Got it. I'll keep up with you eventually here, huh?
Yeah. I'm just wondering if the people out there are thinking the same thing. Right now, this is still the battle for fourth. Malone gets it.
Ooh.
Yeah, right now, Conover still caught in traffic there in the back. Conover would like to fight back up there and catch Vincent Arthur. Remember, these guys have both taken all 4 tires to get back at Vincent Arthur, who last pit on lap 109.
I am concerned with the Malone. He has not made a clean turn in the last 2 laps at least. I wonder if he made an adjustment and it is not paying off.
Yeah, well, if you consider he's also downshifting into third, so he is extremely acceleration heavy. He has no control. That thing is really to the floor, so he has the acceleration points, which you're going to see him pull around here, already into third and accelerating. So he's actually using the gear, so if he's dealing with a little bit of tire slip, trying to gain some time, that's exactly why.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little too early into the turn there, so we're going to go ahead and float off as it looks like he gets into third. And now he's got 3 seconds he needs to make up. Here they are, sitting 1 and 2. Vincent Arthur and Dalton Tucker. I guarantee we're probably going to see another caution here, and this will give him the chance to kind of reel these guys in and be where he needs to be. Bland already battling past Walter here. And it looks like Conover...
Oh.
Yep, Conover collects it, though.
Yes, he does.
Doesn't get spun around here. Moat's starting to take a look around. Matthew George, who led about a couple handfuls of laps here. It's now sitting in 8th. I'm waiting to see if that Powerade machine's going to work his way up. I thought he might be in the Hellman's Mayonnaise this time, but not so fast. Doesn't look like it.
Well, Josh Conover looks like he's reeled him right back in after that funny little move he made there. He lost about 4 car lengths, but he's right back in contention behind Bland.
Yeah, that he is. So we are riding with Conover looking up front. I'll see how close he gets to that curve. He does get right close to the wall here. Whoop.
That's what I'm more worried about with him right now, is him riding high next to that wall versus down by the curb. There we go.
Yep, and around he goes. So Conover gets 5th. Malone is shaving some time off. Remember, he was nudging that 3-second mark. Now he's down to 2 1/4. Yeah, Malone right now is running a 19:30. That's a 1/10 faster than Arthur. Almost 2/10 faster than Arthur, as Arthur's hitting a 19.5.
Just don't fry the tires off before you, get to the end.
Yeah, the real bummer would be if there was a caution 2 come out. And then he's burned up the tires trying to play catch up.
Yes.
Let's check back here on Logan Monteith. Monteith down on the inside. Looks like he might have it here. Looks like he is battling out there with Adam Kulikowski, who sits 13th.
You got him. Kristen Berry and the FedEx machine will be next.
Yeah, Monteith has
menu.
really been pretty clean here all race. Only a little bit of trouble there on lap 90. So he has doubled that now and has no problem as of yet. So far, so good out of Monteith. But not so much out of Mr. Adam Kulikowski, though, who's now settled down into 13th. Gives a little nudge to Kristen Berry on the inside. Whoa! No caution. Yeah, good save.
Right.
So
Yes.
Kulikowski with some trouble here on 186, but I've got to say, he's had trouble on 22, 56, 65, 82, 90, and 123, and is playing just outside the top 10.
All right. Well, it pays to stay on the track.
Yes. Yeah, and continue getting that car repaired. I know guys may be laps and laps and laps down, but they are fighting their way up there. So I'm saying that Kyle Rochelle is taking it back to the pits. Nick Geilis in the 3, 34 minutes in the box. So I could probably guess that Mr. Gillis is down and out for this one. So driver's still out there. Our 20th on up, Cody Dorsey. 25 laps down. Ryan Petty 24 laps down. Senchek is down 4, Gunther down 1, and Kerberg down a lap.
Let's take a look at Tucker is making any kind of move on Arthur yet.
Yeah, he is making kind of sneak up here. Right now, these guys are not running into any traffic, but Jacob Malone has taken it and cut it down to 1.3 seconds. Now, holy cow, great turn. This is looking good here so far. I expect Malone to make a catch up here in probably another 10 laps. He's going to have them. So, and then he's got to do some work. See if he can get around him here. Dalton Tucker looks like he's just kind of following along here, not really willing to push the issue.
Fair enough. I was just checking in.
Yep. All good. Malone just about under a second here.
So we started with 30 drivers tonight, correct?
Yes.
And we have 15 currently left on the lead lap.
Yes.
And it looks like
20 are still mobile.
And Gunther just passed Kerberg, so if we do have another caution, he'll be back on the lead lap too.
Yes, should be. Yep. All right, we are keeping our eye here on Vincent Arthur. Right now, this is going to be an interesting turn of events here as he's running up on some lap traffic. This will be a time for Malone to start gaining some positions here.
Unless he's the one that ends up getting stuck behind. Because they move out of the way for the first two and come back in. That would be painful. But he is now cut it down to under a second.
Yep. Well, he's all over him now. I'm waiting to see if right now he's going to be able to get a hold of him here. Jacob Malone sitting in third, but not for long. Coming up on that half a second mark here, Vincent Arthur gets a little loose coming out of turn 4. Yeah, now as Dalton Tucker start getting wide, and he does. Yep. Here we go. Dalton Tucker not interested in being passed. So he's been up here long enough. Conover needs to make up about another 4.5 seconds. So how will Malone use some of this lap traffic to his advantage here? They're coming up on Dakota Moniz. That is then going to take away Gunther's chance of getting back on the lead lap if there's a caution. You can already see there's stuff happening up front. Gladelick and Hoppy already having some trouble up there.
Well, if it means anything, Dalton Tucker and Vincent Arthur are both on Flatline Motorsports, whereas Jacob Malone is on his own.
Yeah, I believe he's with Beer Money Racing, is he not? Oh, there we go. There it is. That's the move. Right now, that was the 15 breaking loose of Jacob Gladelick.
And he now has a caution.
And Dalton Tucker breaks away in front.
And he can hold that because he has to maintain the place it was when the caution was called.
Oh my gosh.
So, what happened back
We
here?
saw him making a catch up here.
He got hooked on the curb too, coming around that corner.
Yep.
That was painful.
Stella, we are less than 40 laps in this one. And it seems that everyone is coming down pit. Brady Mote's deciding not to, though. Brady Mote's not coming down. He came down on 109. Kulikowski came down on 157. He's staying out. Hoppy came out on 142. Let's see if they decide to maybe do it a little bit later. Motes, Kulikowski, Hoppy. Let's see if Moniz is changing his mind. Vincent Arthur getting back out there.
Okay.
Lap 200 is where everybody is pitting. Wow. Talk about shuffle this up right now. The only thing that could hurt Jacob Malone is a bad pit stop time, and it doesn't look like that happens. 4 tires and fuel for Jacob Malone. He gets back out there in third. Conover will be starting to the side of him here, depending on the choose cone. Bland will be 5th. Thomas Walters 6th. Matthew George sits 7th. Monteith is 8th. Cody Height, not bad. Sonny D Machine sitting in 9th. And I believe Jake Christenberry should be our 10th driver.
Okay.
Yep. I was kind of toying
Conover
around if
really...
that was going to be Moats or not.
Oh, Conover really benefited from this caution. He was about 4-5 seconds behind the guys up front, and this will put him right on their bumper again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really kind of throws out that life preserver out there for him. He's getting another chance. Hoping this isn't going to start ending up as a caution fest again. I mean, I would say probably a very well-timed caution. Not a purposeful timed caution. You and I have seen that before where
Yes.
Teammates will spin out by accident, quote unquote. And kind of throw the race to get their guy back in it, but this is looking really good here so far. We'll see if see how this kind of pans out here. Now we should be back under green probably, give or take, right about 2:05. We should be green.
All right.
So choose cone happens this time. Inside lane is going to be Vincent Arthur and Dalton Tucker. I believe Josh Conover took inside lane back here. No kidding.
Ooh.
So that puts Jacob Malone into the front row.
Wow. Oh, and he slips his. Oh. Oh no.
Oh yeah, he's all over the place. He's too loose. Oh, he's too loose. Oh man.
Did he take a last set of tires and they're cold?
I'm not sure. This is only the third time that he visited pit road. Right now, he's got to get him to tack up. He's faster than anybody else on this course. He just has to stay attached, but under yellow.
Caution. Caution, caution. Darn. Oh.
Well, as I said, Monteith had almost no problems here tonight. Him, Moats, and it looks like Scott Kerberg in the 14. See what happens to Brady Moats here.
I think that'd be Monteith's first.
Whoa!
Synchronized swimming.
Well, Monteith. Still, this is net code everywhere.
Absolutely, because I thought he had touched 84, didn't touch him, and then didn't touch here either. He had a nice little force field. Oh!
Whoa!
Sorry. Wow!
Holy cow! Scott Kerberg.
Dude!
Say it. Full send, baby.
Yeah! I'm thinking chiropractic, whiplash, you name it. Personal injury attorneys coming. Oh, gosh. Oh, well. Why does he not look any worse for the wear? I want to see like no front end. With a hit like that, and he's got a little wrinkle.
Yeah, well, here's the hood and the bumper disconnecting there.
Yeah.
Definitely not as bad as Moats got it.
That's what I expected to see. Oh, man. Where is he? Oh.
Yeah, something tells. I was wondering if Moats has gotten into the garage. We'll see. We'll rally cap and see if Moats is able to return back to this race. The damage just may be too high. So close. Race.
Yep.
Almost over.
So, we look at Arthur and Tucker, again, but 1 and 2. Conover now is in 3rd, followed by Malone. So, I'm curious to see where they line up.
Yeah. Well, definitely looks like everybody's kind of squishing together again here. Malone inside line. Conover to the outside.
Oh,
Looks like
yeah,
Malone's going to choose behind Dalton Tucker here.
he picked up a spot.
So, Conover and Malone switched spots while everybody else remained in the exact same. From the last restart here. Oh, what? Dalton Tucker looks like a little slow on the restart there. All right, let's see how Malone kind of battles through this. Malone getting past Justin Bland. 2:12 underway, 2:13 past the line, and still the chase. Thomas Walter on the inside of Blake Hoppy back here. That's the battle for 8th. And it looks like Hoppy has to settle down. Kevin Gunther going to try to get a slice of it toward the inside. No can do. Josh Conover, fastest turn of his night with a 9.47 turn. That is huge. Right now, that's faster than anybody else out here on the track, so he had a good roll. And right now, Malone's got to figure out what he can do to overcome these 3 that hang out in front of him as we come up on almost 25 laps left to go.
And add to that mix of Vincent Arthur and Dalton Tucker in flatline is Josh Conover. So now you have 1, 2, and 3 of Flatline Motorsports leading this race.
Yeah, no kidding. And that's something. All right. Let's see. Dalton Tucker, bad move. There it is. See, and that's the thing. If Malone can kind of wait this out, but he's got to get some fresh air to the nose of this car to get some speed. Dalton Tucker's going to hold the outside here.
And he's not giving it up. Oh,
nope.
Off the wall and into Malone.
Yeah, the key is for Malone not to retaliate. Just get around him and keep going. All right, we are sitting shotgun here with Jacob Malone. Trying to play chase here on Josh Conover.
Yeah, this will be a heck of a finish if we can go. Oh no. Wow. I guess he was fighting that turn. I think this is a...
Well, it looked like he double tapped again. It sounded like we were down in second. Yeah, and what Malone has to be careful of up here is notice how early he shifts to 3rd. He's actually using it. Oh, Dalton Tucker's around.
Oh. Wow.
I don't know if you guys noticed up in the rearview mirror the 41 breaking loose there.
I did not. I was watching forward and watching his shifting, and I totally missed it. So you're going to have to show us again. But did it take out half the field like the big one or something? Since
No.
It was all the way up front? Whew, that was close.
Dalton Tucker from 4th to 14th.
Man. And with less than 20 laps to go? 20 laps. Ha, I was close.
I should have 21 unscheduled cautions. 48 and 108 were our scheduled cautions.
Right.
As we are now up to a whopping 23. Kerber gets on the lead lap. Dalton Tucker coming down pit. What is he doing?
Side?
Left sides. Right sides, left. Ooh.
All right.
Tire pit stop for Dalton Tucker.
Somebody's going to send it. He said, I am not staying out of the top 10.
Well, with 5 sets of tires, this being his 5th visit.
Okay.
This should be enough to make it to the end for him. Obviously on fuel, I would assume he is not topped off on fuel unless he needed a little extra weight in the back end of the car.
I never realized that these cars are set up so that they work best when they have a lot of fuel in them. I mean, that's getting pretty darn detailed. Hello?
Yep.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I was working on not just that, but you set the car up with a full tank, and then you kind of figure out what you want to do from there. If that's going to be the wisest choice here. Some of these guys do set up for only half a tank. That way they can set the car up for a late run.
Well, this will be an interesting start.
Yeah, I know.
Will we see the Conover Arthur push again?
Oh, I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it right there.
Oh, Arthur didn't even need a push. He took off.
Yeah. Right now, Malone has just got to stay on contact with the track gears. He's been sliding around all night. 84 Cody Height watching this all happen in front of him. He is him staying out of the wall here. Vincent Arthur still leading this race. Awesome job here so far. 15 laps left to go. Stella, what happens from here on out? How about we do some more caution laps?
Yeah, because Tucker went up to 12th and then dropped to 15th really fast. So I don't know whether something happened there.
It did.
Yeah, sorry.
Now those fresh tires came back and bit him here.
Yep.
Whoa.
Oh. Kind of looked like somebody else bit him.
Yeah, Kulikowski looks like he wanted to trade paint and put the draft. Oh.
Well, how'd he do?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, they just assumed it net coded him.
Yep. From the angle he was turning before he lost connection, it just followed through.
Yes, it sure did. That was rude.
Alrighty, Dalton Tucker back down pit road. Hopefully it shouldn't do it for his night. 20 seconds in the box. He's got to hurry up and get out of there.
All right, 12 to go. These guys are... Ooh, wow. Conover almost warmed his tires up right into Malone's front end there.
Kristen Berry, rounding out our top 10. I don't know if you're in the car makes and model. Check this out. All the Toyotas clumped between 8th and 12th.
Oh, that's wild. Huh.
Mostly everybody here has chosen a Chevrolet, except Mr. Malone up front.
Ford.
Cameron Thompson is the only other Ford, and he's been out of the race for some time.
Add to that, now the 84 in 5th place of Cody Height. That makes another, still 3 in the top 5 as being Flatline Motorsports. Uh-oh. So, wow. Never mind. Chay's cone rule just nixed that. Happening.
I wonder what an interesting choice it would be if Malone decided to take inside line behind Vince and Arthur, but not until he passes Conover. He's not gonna have a chance here.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. He's got to go. Oh!
Oh, sidestep.
Conover, look out!
Oh!
There's the big one.
Oh! And the only person he missed
Was Malone.
was
Vincent Arthur and
Malone.
Jacob Malone
oh
got
my
through.
heavens. Everybody else had something. Oh my heavens.
All right, let's check this from the chase cam here. Oh. Sidestepped it here.
That's what they said. Excellent. My. Oh. Yeah, that's pain. Matthew George, the other flatline. That's all of them.
I mean, where do you go?
Yeah, I
mean,
don't know.
before the pace truck can park,
Yes.
we're
That's
back
what I was
under
just
yellow.
looking at. He's the base truck's the only one that didn't get a ding.
I think Cody Height gets eliminated here, though. See the 84, the Sunny D machine?
Oh.
Right there. Out. Gone.
Oh.
Yep, that did him in.
That's the 24X Blink.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep, so that 231 is as far as Cody Height made it, unfortunately. Yep, Moats is the next one back to the garage. Moats made it as far as 209. Cody Dorsey's still out there racing, and he's rolling through. Moves up to 18th now. He's just got to go. Dorsey and Patty are still chasing each other. George is now down in pit road.
Dorsey should be too.
Yeah, Patty and Dorsey working their way down now.
Okay.
5 to go. Arthur and Malone. So,
If we do not finish under a caution flag, this will be a heck of a finish.
how can either one of these guys win it without taking the other one out? Vincent Arthur's got to get the jump, but Malone has to start behind Arthur. It's the only way he's going to have a chance here.
I like that.
Yeah, because that's the only way you're going to be able to get the jump. You can't start next to him.
Ooh.
Yeah, you think Hoppy's ready?
Yeah. I think he kind of reached out and touched someone.
I mean, if you consider Hoppy originally started in 27th.
Yeah, well, heck, I think he was like 5th just now. I mean, because Walter was right 3rd.
Pace truck is off.
All right.
3 to go at the line.
Come on.
2 of the fastest drivers sitting nose to tail here on the inside line. Green flag out, hopefully for the last time. Away we go. Arthur gets away. Jacob Malone's going to want him here. Good turn here so far. Let's kind of see the pivot. Malone's been pretty fast here all night. Oh, yeah, there he goes, carrying it out of the turn. Little too much. 2 to go. Right now, Malone is still chasing down Arthur here. Very, very close, trying to figure out where he's going to be able to find a soft spot. He's only got 2 more turns to figure it out after this. Caution.
No!
Caution before they get to the line here.
So we're back at lap
I don't
3.
know if Hoppy was involved. Hoppy way off pace here. Bland, Conover, and Walter get caught up in this one.
Conover again?
Yeah, it's saying back here on 239. Let's take a look.
Man. Whee! Yep. 1.
There's Hoppy.
Oh, Hoppy. Oh! That... Was that kosher? So, Thomas...
Look at Bland down here at the bottom. Like, no one's letting off this guy.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was curious. I mean, he took a secondary.
I mean, just stop it.
But then...
Yeah, and also not
Take
eliminated
Walter.
here. That's
Nope.
also. I mean, I'm not saying the guy should be, but
I do believe we just lost another 2 drivers, though.
yeah, Bland 56, 74, 90, and now 239. Tom Senchak is eliminated. Kristen Berry eliminated, and Thomas Walter in the 57 eliminated.
Oh, got him too?
Yep. That last clip did him in. Scott Kerberg's still in it. He's down pit right now. Check this out. Kevin Gunther returning back.
How about the fact that Tucker's in 5th
Yeah, he's fighting his
From
way up
fifth-
there.
from 15th?
Lap
That's not so bad.
229 is the lap he stopped. When he stopped. Barred 2 guys here in the front. Our Chevy and our Ford stopped on 200, and Kevin Gunther's Toyota stopped on 208. Obviously, freshest tires go. It's a Dalton Tucker out there, but will it pan out for him as he decides to take the outside behind Blake Hoppy? Yeah, I know.
Hoppy was blinking a minute ago too, so I'm a little concerned with him being up front.
Well, and also with the amount of contact, I mean,
Yeah.
all right.
All right.
All right, Stella. Now remember these 2 going at it at Coda. We'll see if this comes back to bite him. Malone got into the back of Arthur there, so let's see if it happens again here at Martinsville. 2 laps to go. Jacob Malone trying to get some speed here, and he's got to figure out how to get it quick. Inside line here for Gunther as he pushes past Hoppy.
Yes.
Hoppy gets marched out of there real quick. Dalton Tucker sitting 4th. Malone. White flag is out. This is it. Malone has got to get him on this next turn. So right now, I guarantee if Vincent Arthur going to block the inside here, and he does.
Oh, no!
Oh, clips him. Remember why I told you about Coda if that was going to be a problem.
Wow.
Gunther on his roof.
That was nice. George, put him back down.
Vincent Arthur and Jacob Malone come 1 and 2 here.
Wow. Arthur Malone, and look who came back from the dead.
Yeah,
Conover
Josh
is
coming
on the
third.
podium.
Dalton Tucker crashed, going back down to 9th.
Oh. Love to see what happened there. Okay, here he is coming up. He's in 4th.
Yeah, I actually want to keep an eye on what happens on the backstretch here. You see Vincent Arthur starting to block.
Yes. There was nothing there. It's like he was going to take the high side. Shink. I just can't believe this happened behind him.
There, that's what happened. There's Gunther up into the wall.
Yes, yes. And that's who took out Tucker.
There's somebody doing the Hail Melon back there.
Oh. Man.
Oh.
I don't think he expected to be caught up in it himself. He sent Gunther down for the Barrels Award. Wow. Alrighty then.
What a race.
Yep. I'm glad we started with a whole lot.
See how many people are still in the lead lap?
Yes. Well, I'm glad we started with a whole lot. Yeah, because from Walter on back, they were out. Nice.
Alrighty, Stella, let's go ahead and chase our guys down, and we'll be right back here, guys. Hold on just a moment. All right, everybody, we catch up with the third place finisher, Josh Conover. You sliced through the field in the last few laps here, but man, oh man, dude, you were in so many battles out there with Vincent Arthur and Jacob Malone pretty much all night. Talk to me how we tried to stay clean most of this race.
That's the name of the game here. This is a rough week as a whole, just to say the least, for the league. You know, bigger field, short track, kind of funky setups, I guess. I don't know. It was a rough week, and the goal was to try and stay out front and miss it all, and somehow I ended up at 20 incidents out of 24. So that last lap I was playing
Ooh.
like dodge wrench, dodge ball, dodge car, whatever pun or whatever you want to throw out there. That's what I was playing.
Man, most of your trouble tonight was in the end of the race. I see you had trouble back on lap 90. After that, it was 232 and 239, even right there at the end. Man, oh man, was your team doing any sort of strategy here right toward the end as you guys as Flatline Motorsports started bunching up here at the top of the chart?
Usually, yeah. We're always try and work together when we can. Obviously, right there when we were top 3, we wanted to get it between myself, Vinny, or Dalton. So we get cleared Malone, and I think Dalton missed the corner one time or something. But even like Vinny was saying, I'd rather sell it between us. Let one of us get it. Which luckily he got it. Congrats to him. I knew it was a matter of time before he cracked the win column. So now we're all in trouble since he's got the playoff points. But no, yeah, like I said, whether it's Flatline or even Dark Star, we try and keep it in the family, as they say.
Yeah, very, very tough here. I know there was some tussle-ups out there with Jacob Malone. He seemed very, very loose all night. Were you fighting the same condition?
Sort of, kind of. It's kind of weird. I mean, not really weird, I guess, but depended on how much wheel I had in it, and kind of when I picked the throttle back up. I was trying to let it roll just through the center, like just past the center, and then kind of roll back into it, and it seemed to keep it under me. I know when I was leading, it was working. But then in traffic, these things, doesn't matter the track, dirty air is just terrible, awful, unbearable, whatever word you want to use for it. It's not good. And even like I said, even here, like it's a short track, so you wouldn't think it's that bad. But when I was trying to run Vinny down, I was like, I'm a little bit faster than you each lap, like not a tenth or anything, but a little bit, and I'm not even catching him. So it's just like I said, dirty air just messes with you that much.
Well, we head to Texas next week. Confidence level heading there with turn 1 and 2 changing up.
Again, any negative word you can have is how I feel of New Texas. I personally, just I guess racing in real life, I'm used to a little easier entry, having a better exit. So just I'll say it here. I take a wider arc into 1 so I can exit low off of 2 and have the run in the back, and that opens up the dive bombs and whatever else. And that's just all everybody else does too. One guy takes a wider arc, somebody dive bombs them, and they're dooring each other and whatnot. But I don't know. I'm glad to be on somewhat of a mile and a half. I feel like it's been either super speedway or short track, and it's been not good to say the least. I know I gave him a spiel earlier. We want guys that want to be here and want to put on good shows, because I know it's frankly terrible to go back and watch, and I'm sure it's terrible for you guys in the booth. And you can be blunt, just like I was, but like I said, I'm glad to finally somewhat get away from the short tracks. Hopefully it's somewhat better. At this point, I'll take anything if it's better than this.
Yeah, well, Texas and Talladega will be next. I know I'm pretty excited about Dega, and even Dover after that. That's one of my favorites, is running to the Monster Mile. And we'll definitely see how everybody handles out there on the concrete, the super speedways, and then down at Texas. Shout out time, Josh, especially since you were the winner of stage 2.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks in a row. I finally get a stage, and I get no love during the race.
Oh, you did. Don't give me that.
Oh, you did.
Well, you didn't pull me up. I didn't know.
Oh, no, I wasn't sure. Right now, I figure everybody's pretty concentrating on eye pacing out there.
I suggested it.
No, Ella, I can count on you. No, no. Like I said, you guys for the broadcast. I know last night for trucks it was rough, and this wasn't much better. So you guys, last night was Steve Tucker at race day, and you guys tonight. Appreciate you for sticking with us. I mean, like I said, I'm sure it's painful beyond any type of imagination you can have for that. The guys that showed up.
Look for more things to spice it up with, more trivia.
Yeah, well, it's like I said, I went on a little spiel once guys kind of started getting DQ'd and stuff, and just told them like it's I understand we all want to win and whatnot, but we want to have fun. At this point, it's not fun. Like what are we here for? We want guys to have fun, but no, to not drag it on. Like I said, you guys for the broadcast, everybody that showed up. I know it was another bad night, but hopefully next week's better. The guys that stuck it out, that stayed clean, fought through it. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Jacob for another podium, I think, because actually I finished second at Coda too. And my boy Vincenzo for his first win of the year. I'm sure he'll end up with 6 or 7 again, like he did last year.
Oof.
Mm.
Yeah,
Wow.
oof is what we all say too, Stella. Don't worry.
Josh, congratulations on your third place finish, and we'll see how you do at Texas, big dog.
Appreciate you guys.
Yep. Alrighty, that's it for Josh Conover, our third place finisher. Moving on to Jacob Malone. A lot of people out here rally capping for the Buc-ee's machine. Jacob, talk to me about kind of these last few laps. If we had gone green, would we have won it?
I felt like I was the best on like a run and once we got some laps in, but we'll never know truly what would have happened. But yeah, I kind of overdrove the last corner there, messed me up a little bit. That was fun though. Congrats to Vincent. I mean,
Yeah. Well, talk to me a little bit about the double. We did take a ride with you. The double downshift there. We saw you cut down in a second, and that kind of almost took your race and flipped it upside down on you.
yeah, so that was earlier. That's how I gave the stage win away for stage 2. I was disappointed in myself heavily because it was just a stupid mistake. I mean, I drove in there expecting it to be like how we're normally racing because you have to downshift from 4th to 3rd. And I'm like, oh, we're in 4th right now. We got to go to 3rd. And, it's just what happens when you have a brain fart on a restart, which I had later in the race where I spun the tires. But, that's how it goes.
Oh man, dude. We were watching a lot of your times, and you still almost had one of the best laps out there. Vincent Arthur only beat you by about 10,000ths of a second on the fastest lap here of the night with an 1896. He had an 1895, not too bad. Kind of what was the secret here toward the end to actually kind of keep that kind of speed up without really frying the tires off this thing?
There wasn't that much tire wear. It was definitely there. But I think it's just I had a different line than most people. I would exit lower than most usually, so I think that helped me out. I'd kind of just slide the car instead. That might have been why. I can't really tell you because it's just I like this track, so I can just run it however I want to run it. I'm sad the outside lane never kind of came in, so we could pass on the outside. It was a bit harder to do that.
Well, I will say you were sliding all over the place. Well, how come your car was so loose here tonight?
I was running a low brake bias, which is what caused me to basically wreck on the final lap. I tried moving under braking, it got me loose, and you can't really make mistakes on the loose brake on low brake bias or else you're going around. So I was drifting it all night. It was pretty fun actually.
Well, we even took a bird's eye view looking from up top, looking down, and your car was wiggling out of every turn exit there, and we were wondering if it was kind of bleeding off any of your time there. If you were able to stay connected to the track and continue the roll on through. But Texas, next week, I mean, man, so far you've been on a roll, and I wasn't sure if this was a kind of a handover to Vincent Arthur tonight after Coda. But talk to me a little bit about Texas.
I love Texas actually. I mean, not watching it, but I like racing it. It's a fun track to race. The one thing I'm going to be looking out for, though, is qualifying and, doing some track position gains with tire strategies because it's so hard to pass at this track. I mean, because especially if you have an even field where we have a ton of top guys going at it, all lap times are very similar. And, you want clean air because it helps you save tires, it's faster, it's just, and you can basically keep the lead of the race. So I feel like my strategy going into next week is pole times. If I can find a way to get pole again, I definitely have a shot with Beer Money Racing at Texas. But that's the tough thing, getting pole.
All right.
Are we going to see some other of your Beer Money Racing team show up? Talladega's a lovely one to have some help out there.
I believe so. He just recently asked for a sub driver not that long ago. So if anyone's out there and wants to sub in for the 96 for a couple of races, there you go.
Okay.
He's been busy. He's been a great team owner, very supportive of me, always, trying to get me to be better, and they've been helping me improve on my racing. I mean, so yeah, it's pretty cool to work with.
Nice. All right.
Shout out, Tom.
Shout out to Beer Money Racing, the team owner Joey Stats. Shout out to my family for watching, for the few that are. Shout out to you guys for streaming this, and shout out to NORA for putting on these races.
All right, Jacob Malone, congratulations on your second place finish. We'll see if you can get a win here pretty soon. I think you got one due, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thanks.
All right, everybody, that is Jacob Malone going ahead and finishing it off here with Vincent Arthur, who comes away with the win here tonight. Boy, battling back and forth with Jacob Malone all night. Vincent, you definitely seem to kick it in overdrive here and come away with the win. Talk to me a little bit about the final moments.
Yeah, it's definitely a little sketchy there at the end. I don't know why these last set of tires just fired off so loose. And with this thing, it's just like driving it through the front tires. You can't really feel any slides. It kind of just goes on you. So I'm just trying everything I could. I felt like when I took 2 tires there at the end of stage 2, I think it was, I think that's the best the car has felt all night. Yeah, that's when I was pumping in my fast lap times and whatnot, but I was just trying to save fuel. And I got lucky with that yellow. So, luckily pit crew did a good job. We were able to come out and, get the lead there. So yeah, a little nerve wracking there at the end. Had to throw a pretty big block on the backstretch, but, I talked to Jacob afterwards and that's just Martinsville. It's all fair game. He knew that that's what I needed to do to win, and I knew that's what I needed to do to win. So I'm just really thankful to finally get one. I mean, Wake Up Narcolepsy has been on the car all year, and I feel like we've had nothing but bad luck. So it's really nice to finally get one for them, and lock ourselves in the playoffs so that we can race with no pressure until the end of the year.
Man, wait, do we finally call it even here after Coda?
Yeah. I didn't know how he was going to race me. I knew his team owner had reached out to him and they talked, so I didn't really know how much was going to change, but thankfully he raced me clean. We didn't have any issues here, so at least on my side the beef has been buried.
Okay, excellent. I was going to say, I figured the two of y'all would have been bumping and banging if there was a little bit of door-to-door action here in the final few laps, if that last caution hadn't have come out. But we moved to Texas here, Vincent, and it definitely seems, your role is really starting to pick up the pace here. We're going to see another win out of you at Texas.
I hope so. I feel like my team's had speed all year. We just haven't really been able to show it. We've ran up front during the actual, during the races. But once we get to that final stage, once we get to crunch time, something seems to happen. So I'm sure we'll be pretty quick here next week at Texas. That's where I got my first win when I first came back when I first came into NORA in 2021, I believe it was. So I don't like the track, but we seem to have a good amount of speed there. So looking forward to getting to something a little more normal, and hopefully there's less cautions than there were this week.
All right. You're talking about your team, so go ahead and give me your shout-outs while we're at it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I got to thank Wake Up Narcolepsy. This has just been amazing. The partnership that we formed with them, finally get them in victory lane. I've suffered with narcolepsy for a number of years now, and just recently, last year, got diagnosed and kind of figured out what was causing all the issues that I was dealing with. So to be able to partner with an organization that's trying to bring awareness for something that's not really talked about is absolutely wonderful. So really happy to get them into the victory lane. Got to thank Red Bull, Exalta, everybody at Flatline Motorsports for all the work that they put in. Everybody on the 24 crew. I mean, we've been fast all year and just haven't been able to show it. So now that we finally got that win, we checked that box. Now it's just going and trophy hunting and racing for those playoff points.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll be excited if you guys are able to clean up all these cautions, man. I was hoping we'd be able to see Martinsville with a maximum of 4, 2 of them unscheduled, and try to blast through this race. I think you guys are completely capable, not just your team, but the entire league, and I hope you guys are able to put one together. You know what I mean? I think it's well past due. I think Dover would be a good one to show that off to. With this league definitely kicking it off, and I think you probably being in the lead, it might be able to be done. Vincent Arthur, congratulations on your win here at Martinsville, and we'll see you at Texas, my man.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you next week.
Yep. All right, Stella, that's going to do it for us tonight. What an interesting race this was. Vincent Arthur coming away with the win here. Jacob Malone ends up second. Josh Conover, the rookie, as well, sitting third. All rookies in the top 5 except for Vincent Arthur, seeing that he has returned. So Malone, Conover, Hoppy, and Moniz sitting second, third, fourth, and fifth, all rookies. So not too bad. Going through this one. Hard charger of the night was Blake Hoppy, moving up 23 positions on the night. Going ahead and finishing with his Toyota in the top 5. Not too bad here, Stella. As we wrap this one up, we get ready for Texas. It's a deep breath. A lot of guys, everything's bigger in Texas. That weird dogleg turn that they have in the front, the horrible turn 1 and 2 after they thought grinding it down was a good idea. And it's just caused nothing but problems for most of the pit crews and their drivers here. Stella, when these guys look at heading to Texas and getting away from most of these, like they were saying, the super speedways and the short tracks, we head to the mile-and-a-half cookie cutters. They're hoping for some semblance and things coming back together.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I think maybe I love the fact that these guys bring a full field, and maybe a mile and a half is a better place for 30 drivers than a half a mile.
Well, definitely. You think 30 drivers is good now. Talladega will be right after Texas, and I guarantee you there will be provisionals there. We'll be fighting to get all 43 drivers on there. They'll probably max it out at 40 to keep them from doubling up on the pit stalls, and then we'll go from there. But from all of us here for Simtrax Broadcasting, thank you for joining us here at Martinsville with the National Oval Racing Association. We'll see you at Texas next Tuesday night. Be well, be safe, be kind, and we'll see you then.